My name is Margaret Ann Windsor, and I could go on giving background to try to tell this, and I've done so many videos since over a year ago, started August the 3rd, a year ago, telling about mind control and my writing a book, medical malpractice book, back in 76 till April Fool Day of 80 when they put antifreeze in me. And I should have died. It was a nightmare, and I wish the world would have to see my life, because it's not just that. It's been an ongoing crime against me and my sons and who I am. I wanted to show this. This is Eric Holder, and, Snowden is still exiled to Russia. Now who's the bad guy, I wrote about mind control. I didn't know about my kidnapping. I wrote about it in 76, how the United States agency can modify behavior. They can program your decision making, or you to go out and kill, like the Aurora, Colorado. Excuse me. Make disappear of natural cause by programming, magnetic healing. I can go on and on. I put it on other tapes. This is Timothy McVeigh, and he always told you that the U.S. Army put a chip up his buttocks, implanted. And, of course, thus the Oklahoma City bombing, and he was put to death. Now, how many people have chips put up them, or they don't even really need it today? It's so advanced. So to say that he shut Snowden up, they did, and they want to prosecute him. I mean, this is maddening. It's unreal. So I'm going to skip it. You can pick it. And here they don't mind prosecuting Germans. My God. The Americans do not want this told, any of the truth told. They don't. They don't. I will say this, that they took down my father, King Edward VIII, and that was in 36, after my grandfather, George V, died. And then I was born in 39, and my uncle George, the illegal George VI, helped kidnap me, helped the Illuminati or Freemasons take down my father, King Edward VIII. My father was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor, baby sister to Georgia O'Keefe, the artist, American artist. And this is Wallace Simpson. This is how history would have you believe it. Nothing's been corrected or changed. It's appalling how it's all been covered up and lied about. My father, this is an imposter, a double that married Wallace Simpson, and they became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. So, stole my mother and father's name. They stole my name, brought me over, and gave me the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. Both twins, Carl and Peggy, were dead. Even the wrong birth dates, just marked through. This is for a passport or legal purposes, a birth certificate. It's not mine, but that's the name I have to use. But since they gave me the wrong birth date when they kidnapped me and brought me to Moulton, Alabama, why, when I got a hold of the birth certificates, they just merely marked through and inserted the date they'd given me on top of it. And that's illegal. Now then, I wanted to kind of cut to the chase. The United States, when they kidnapped me and took out my father illegally, a 99-year seal, Joe Kennedy was part of my kidnapping. He was appointed ambassador by Roosevelt, and my own uncle, George VI, illegal, signed treaties to allow the United States to put military bases all over British soil. Now then, there's Australia, there's Scotland's, doesn't take a great brain to figure it out what's left of the UK. That's like your centralized government, or it was, until it was all given away, and The Americans, it wasn't enough, the 4th of July and stealing this country. You had to go on. You had to take down my father, so you've been taking out leaders. And my father did nothing. He was an honest man, and you couldn't control him. So then you kidnapped me, Victoria II, and I sure didn't sign any treaties for you Americans to put one foot on British soil. But you did, didn't you? You bunch of thugs and bullies. Now then, here's another way that they've done it. They wanted Africa. So South Africa, part of Africa, Kenya, etc., was part of the British territory or colonies, which the United States conveniently has to change the dictionary, make colony sound like a bad word, and you can go from there. So they just changed the dictionary meaning of words. Anyway, when they took over Great Britain, and really when they took out my father, but 41 when they kidnapped me, and then all the illegal treaties, NATO, Israel treaty making the Jews that a state again, and the United Nations, etc., etc. So it's all illegal, and it was all a global takeover by the Freemasons, Illuminati that kidnapped me and brought me to Moulton, Alabama. Now then, another way, they wanted Great Britain and this everything British, and they used this as a launching pad. And Great Britain is made to fight against our own best interests for the United States. And I'm a hostage here in my sons. I don't know where my sons are, who are the legal heirs after me. Now to get back before I run out of tape again, this is what I wanted to say. My family was in Norway, King of Norway, or monarch, it's a monarch system, or was, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark. So I hope I didn't leave somebody out here. It's appalling to me, the arrogance of the United States people and their press. They wanted a piece of the pie, hell. They wanted the whole thing, and I paid for it. Great Britain paid for it. The citizens paid for it, while Elizabeth flaunts it. It's not her money. She stole it. But anyway, here's what I want to say. She's part of the New World Order. Charles is, and, well, you know, William and Kate are, and little George, if they had the gall to name him after the great-great-grandfather that gave away Great Britain and kidnapped me and took down my father. My God. This is why I want to say, parts of Africa were territories or colonies of Denmark. The rest of my other family, Denmark, Finland, and then Portugal. That's not part of my family, but anyway, their thing there was to take over Africa and use Great Britain to do it. And they genetically engineered diseases, the EBOLA and the AIDS, and went in and spread it. And then when it's out of control, which they orchestrated and meant for it to, they come in as a cleanup crew looking like the good guys. And here Obama is saying that he announced they're going to send in troops and medical equipment and provide equipment, etc., to help the Africans with the Ebola and the AIDS. Well, Ebola right at the moment. When in fact the United States was the one that genetically engineered it at the Center for Disease Control, Emory University. Remember, just a couple of months ago, they brought the doctor and the other, I believe she's a doctor, back to where the disease was engineered in labs at the Center for Disease Control in Emory. I wrote about this in about Center for Disease Control in Emory in a medical malpractice book I tried to get published, 76 to 80, when they put antifreeze in me. And that's just one of the things they've done to me. My life's been an ongoing, what was it they said? I was going to go in a living hell. Well, I'd already been in one all my life. But that's what they told me when I was doing the book, and then they put the antifreeze, and it's been ongoing in front of the whole country. Every day, daily basis, in plain sight, the United States has done this to me knowingly. So what did I leave out here? You look at Great Britain. Scotland may become